Hello everyone, it's Wednesday and it's art with me again. So you all seem to be enjoying it and you're enjoying the relaxing music from last week by Peter as well. It's absolutely beautiful. So what we're doing this week, we're going to look at a little boat. It's quite adorable. So again, get an image for reference so you can use that for your study. And I'm going to look at that and break it down. So the first thing I notice is, even though this appears on a wonk, a lot of people will do it on a wonk, it's quite straight there. It's only this line here that goes down, so you need to look at the shape, look at the curve, and the dark tonage there at the bottom. Got a little curl. If you do your line and there's a little curl, which I'll show you now, quite simple to do. Now when you do your lines on your wood, when you do your slats, what I suggest you do now, just so you notice, because a lot of people will do the slats and then they'd end up all of a wonk at this end. Watch. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 slats. This end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a bit there, 6. That's because this boat it's into the sand. It's into the sand. That part's disappeared. It's embedded. So watch. HB. So if I look at that, and first of all, I'm going to do really, really gently to put in the base of the boat. And this curve, it goes quite straight. Okay. And then I'm just going to gently put my wooden slat there for now. And then here, it's a real straight line, that one. It goes down. So it's about there. And when I said before, the curl, just do a curl. And then bring. Now I've done that so lightly, you probably can't even see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to exaggerate a little bit so you can see what I've done. Now I know these lines aren't too bad. So I'm going to bring my fingers further just so I've got a bit more control of my pencil. The more a straight line there, then a one-tie curve. I've got some of that out there. Sorry, I actually stopped watching my page and I was watching a little fly getting in my way. Now you'll notice my rubber's dirty. And like I said last time, on an old table, just get the lead off it and give it a wipe. Still got a bit on there. That's probably because I used it. So, I'm going to now look at this darker area on this end. Put another little parallel row in. We'll shade that later. Remember, when you want a fine edge, keep your pencil upright. Don't want to have it on its side. You put it on its side when you're shading. So now we've got the shape pretty much okay. And to put these slats in. The easiest way I would say to do this, I'm always saying about turning your page around. I mean, why not? Why struggle? Why keep it the same if you can't do it like that? So, turn it round, and all you're doing now is you're going to create these slats going downwards, and you're going to carry on keeping them even until you run out, and then they're going to disappear. So, and again, see how rather than going straight along, I also have to go back on myself, just find it helps keep the width the same. And you don't have to have the same you don't need the same amount of slats as what's on the boat that you've got to use as your study. I love the sound of pencils on paper. It's so relaxing. I'm carrying on with these slats. You can see now I'm running out. I'll keep going. Again, it just runs off the edge there. And again, and then if you turn that the right way now, you can see how it's created that going away sort of appearance. Now what I would say is, when you get to this end, I've done this really, really finely, if you just taper that going on a bend, and again there, it'll give an impression of this boat turning away slightly. Okay, so I'll leave you to get this shape right first of all, and then we're going to come back and we're going to start working on the shading area. See you soon. So now you should have your lines a lot darker now, so you can actually see where you're going to work on with the tones in your work, with your shading areas. Now if you imagine a boat, and the boat being a bit tethered, because obviously this is quite an old boat, isn't it? This section here, you can actually put it a little bit of wear. So I'm jagged it, so it's all jaggedy there, where the wood's come away. You can put like, it would have been paint and paint come off. And if you think of the slats of how wood appears, put that in there. Maybe on nail. And that can make it look quite weathered. You can shade that a bit more detail later. And then the same here. Not weathered, but you want the grooves in the wood. Think about some marks there where the wood has its grooves. And remember to follow it round. And this part be darker, and I'm going to have some sort of notch. There's a notch there. I'm going to notch taken out of it. There it's stamped on. I've just got a H pencil here because it's a dark pencil, and it's only a small area, so it'd be a bit too difficult to with a B. I don't really need it to blend, I just want it to contain it. So I'm using a H. And with the H, the lead doesn't come off the paper, so it doesn't smudge as easy. the same, the inside of the boat would be darker. It's inside, so it's not getting the light. I'm just going to use a side of my pencil. And remember that tornado, that's not the straight lines. Blended stick. Darkness, and then some where the grooves are on the boat. That's a shading. Mark making where the grooves of the boat would be. And then the same really for when you're going towards the back end of the boat. So you can put those marks in to show the grains in your wood. But what you also need to start doing is bringing some tonage towards the back of this end. So I'm going to, in fact, I think I'll bring some shading in here. Again, being a left-hander, I'm working away, so I'm not pulling the lead over the page. And down the bottom of the boat. It'll be darker too. Like I said, I'm just going to bring a bit of tonage into this for now. It'd be much easier for a boat, you know, like a real boat. I find it so much easier if you're studying from a primary source. Primary source is something you can experience with, it's something that's in front of you. Something tangible. You can pick a chair, you can pick a table, that's the primary source. Toned in there. Then I'm going to bring some mark making in this. Make sure the lines are still graduated. Start working on blending this part together. So that's your next stage, and we'll come on to the final stage. So this part now is starting to bring that tonage in, remember inside the boat. Along your slats. Remember to keep them separated though. Want to still define each slat so you can make them out. And as you get to the top part, it'll be lighter. So I'm going to work a little on this. And I'm going to come back to finish. So we're back and I've worked on my shading. I hope you have too. The thing I've just put in, which I didn't tell you before, was the nails. So if you add the nails now, don't mind a bit too sort of meticulous really, because they wouldn't be like that in an old boat, would they? They'd be sort of various. Some may be rusted and some may be broken. And I used more of a pointillism effect, you know, like an actual dot, and it didn't look that real really, so I'm just going to alter them a little. Make them a bit more realistic. And as you can see there, the darker tones there, we've got our broken old piece of wood off there, dark on the inside, brown there so it can sit in the boat, and darker towards this end. So now I'm going to give it an ariser. It's on the sand. Mine's on the sand. And I'm going to just turn the page around this way. I'm just going to give myself, and I'm going to say just follow the pencil. I'm touching the page again. Turn it round. That's going to be my horizon there. And then you want to ground your boat as well. So you'll need to create just maybe a little bit of shading, but in the way of a mark making as well. I'm not too precise with that. Making the boat appear to be grounded. And that side. So I went quiet then. I was sending myself sleep, the pencil action. I'm busy doing a risk assessment today, it took me forever. So again, I've got a H pencil here just because I want to then just refine it. You can start darkening your lines. And like I said before, remember to keep your pencil upright, fingers close to the end when you want the control over pencil. And this is where the wood etchings are in. Darken the inside of that again a bit more. Get a 3 pencil just to get a bit more darkness under the boat. It's a bit hard then. And there we have it. A little boat. Looking forward to seeing all yours again. Bye for now. See you next week.